All right, welcome everyone to another episode of the Collector Car Stories podcast here with Collector Car Canada. Sitting with my friend Martin here. We'll give Martin a bit better introduction in a minute. Before we get going, I do want to remind you we also have the Car Reviews podcast where every single car offered on our site is reviewed by video. Usually the videos are about 20 minutes long, always over 10. So any car that's available on our site, you can watch those videos. I'll also remind you to throw us a like. Doesn't cost you a thing. It really helps us out. Look for the like button on your screen. If you share this video with your friends, it helps us with the YouTube algorithm. And the other one is please do subscribe to our podcast. That'll ensure that you're the first on your block to see all the videos. So I introduce a friend of mine I know through the hobby. I'll introduce him as a member of the British Saloon Car Club of Canada. Martin Wood, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you very much, Dave.
All right.
Nice to meet
you. I'm glad you're on.
Again.
I'm glad you're on. So, Martin, I think your story of your life with cars is a fun one. Why don't you tell us a bit about how you first got involved in the industry? Because you did make a living in the industry for a time. Why don't you tell us a bit about that first?
Well, I had no intention of ever becoming a mechanic. I wanted to become an artist.
An artist.
That was my dream.
Yeah.
And I had the long hair and everything else.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
My hair was thick like this.
Yeah.
If you pulled it out straight, it almost touched my waist.
Yeah.
So, and then I got married, and actually this happened before I got married. I decided I wanted to go back to school because I decided that commercial art wasn't for me, because I always thought as an artist, you drew what you wanted to draw. But as a commercial artist, you draw what you're told to draw.
Everything's commissioned work.
Yeah. And I said, I'm not really good at doing what I'm told, as my wife will tell you.
You're a free thinker, we'll say. We'll position it that way.
So I decided that I'm going to go back to school and get my academic upgrading so I could go on.
Right.
Because I left school early. I got my grade 12, and then I said, you know what, I'm to hell with it.
So you finished high school, but you decided later you'd upgrade your marks.
I wanted to go on. So
you got a grade 13 equivalent then, I guess.
Yeah. So
because nowadays you say grade 13 and people think it's extra, but in our day, I have a grade 13 high school diploma too.
So I went to Sheridan College for academic upgrading, but I had to support myself.
Right.
So I worked nights at Canada Packers in the freezers.
Oh, wow.
And then I did a full schedule.
School in the day.
Yeah, during the day. And after about 6 months, I was a mess.
Uh-huh.
And a buddy of mine said, listen, you really like cars. Colony Mercury's looking for mechanics. Why don't you go there? So
that's
I applied.
In Brampton?
Yeah, I applied. I got hired. And I'm going in my first day on the job thinking, man, I got a great load of tools. And I walk in with what the guys call...
So even the apprentices supplied their own tools.
Yeah, I walked in with what you call a lunch box.
Yeah.
And I saw these guys with these toolboxes, and I go, holy shit.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't their first day either, but yeah, I can imagine.
So I was really lucky because my dad worked for Chubb Moser Taylor, and a friend of his was Russ Beach of Beach Industries.
Okay.
Beach Industries made the toolboxes.
Oh, wow.
And my dad says, Russ is giving you, there's a gift coming from Russ Beach. A truck pulled up to the dealership and a full-size toolbox rolled out that day. Yes.
Still have to fill it though, and that's expensive in itself.
So I won't go deep into that. So
yeah.
I worked for Colony Mercury. No, so after I did when I was working in the Canada, I got the job at Colony Mercury. And then I worked there for 3 years. My wife got quite ill, and I got let go because my performance was suffering. I was told she had a year and a half to live.
Because you were tending to your wife, yeah.
Yeah. So I got through that, and I continued working. I worked for Durmac Motors as a mechanic.
So is that a GM dealer?
That's a Datsun dealer.
Datsun at the time,
yeah.
Okay.
Little
foreshadowing in a future episode, we're going to see
yeah.
one of Martin's Datsuns that's behind us. I don't know if it's visible on the screen right now or not, but watch for a future episode when we talk about it.
So I worked for Datsun, and then a buddy of mine said, listen, if you were at a Ford dealership, I could get you a job at Ford Motor Company in the offices. So I said, you know what?
They wouldn't hire directly from a Datsun dealer.
No.
Yeah.
So I got a job.
And were you licensed at that point? Probably.
Yeah, I was licensed. Yeah. So I got a job at the Datsun dealership, at the Ford dealership. 3 months later, I went to work for Ford Motor Company. Did that for 2 years. That was $79.80.
That was warranty clerk type work.
Warranty clerk. Yeah. It was horrible. You had to do 700 claims a day.
Right. So I've worked in the industry on the other side myself. I was the accountant in a small group of car dealerships. Warranty clerk. These are the people at the manufacturers who review the claims by the dealers, which are separate businesses. When there's warranty work done on a car, the dealer files a claim, and someone like Martin reviews the claim to decide whether it's reasonable to reimburse that.
Yeah, and it's interesting. I got myself in a little bit of trouble, but it
No.
turned out humorous. One of the claims, one of the mechanics had filed a claim saying that there was a squeak in the car and they found these tits sticking out. They had to grind off so that the top was squeaking. And I said, well, you're not supposed to do that with tits.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be fondled, not ground.
This is our closest to X-rated podcast yet, Martin.
I got a claim back from the call back from the dealership, and it was a female.
Did you put that in writing? That was your mistake.
So she called me back, and she said that's the most fun she's had all
Oh,
week.
good for her. Good for her.
This is in the late 70s, so
Yeah,
there
yeah.
wasn't a Me Too movement going on.
No, everything goes.
Yeah, so I did that at the Ford dealership, at the Ford Motor Company.
You probably would have worked out of an office in Oakville.
Yeah, I worked out. Yeah, there was about. It's interesting because there was 12 of us as claims adjusters. In 1950, there was 50 claims adjusters.
Okay.
But everything was computerized, so
things change.
I did that for 2 years.
I have to jump in with a little anecdote about that facility. It's now 5 p.m. The date doesn't matter so much. I'm a member of the Golden Horseshoe Mustang Association.
Okay.
And the association has its monthly meeting tonight at Ford HQ in Oakville in 2 hours.
Okay. So we got to make this
sorry
quick.
guys, I'm not going to make the meeting.
Okay. So this was 79-80. It was a terrible year for the auto industry.
Sure.
The guy behind me said
interest rates were through the roof back then.
And the guy behind me said, "Listen, I'm going to teachers college." In
Another one of the warranty guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said, you should do that. He said, "You've got your education. All you need is your certificate."
Yeah.
He said, "Why don't you try it?" So I did. I sold everything I owned. I quit work and I went.
Like you're not talking about a couple of beat up old cars. You're talking about a house.
I sold the house. I sold all my antique furniture. I had a brand new Mercury Monarch. I sold that. And
that wasn't a car to write home about, but
and
yeah.
And I had a 1967 MGB GT.
Oh, wow. Neat. We sold one of those last year.
Yeah, I sold that as well.
But sold the house. So you bet on yourself.
Yeah. So went back to university. I came out of university. I got a job the minute I walked out the door.
So that you could teach English, right?
No, auto mechanics.
Auto mechanics. Okay.
So 32 years of teaching auto mechanics.
Yeah.
And then teaching, I loved cars.
Yeah.
I worked it out the other day. I've had 120 automobiles and 20 motorcycles.
Do you think that's a complete list? Do you think you have every single one on the list?
Yes, I do.
Yeah?
I've made up the list.
I had a list going up until about 10 years ago. I could probably recreate it, and it's not quite that high, but it's high enough.
One of my first cars was a BMW 600. Do you remember the Isetta?
Yes.
With the 2 wheels at the back?
Yes.
This had 4 wheels.
Okay.
2 wide wheels at the back. Had a 600cc BMW horizontally opposed motor.
Same sort of shape as the Isetta?
The door on the front.
Yeah.
But this had a side door as well.
Okay.
One.
So, I know of it. Yeah.
And it's really rare. But
I know the Isetta a little better because
they're more common.
Yes, but I think I'm a member of the Haggerty Garage and Social. There's one stored there. So I'm usually there once a week. So it reinforces what the Isetta looks like. I know of the 600, but I haven't seen one as much. So you went and taught, you've moved on all this great knowledge you have about mechanics to some students. Any success stories that are fun to talk about among your students?
Well, one of my students runs ECI engines.
Mm-hmm.
And Mira Constantini, and he's, from what I understand, one of the foremost race engine builders in Ontario.
He started that business.
His dad did.
Because I was going to say the first 2 letters sound like his initials.
His dad was Advanced Automotive, and he was a machinist. And Emilio followed in his suit.
And they do performance engines, race car engines.
Yeah, he does race car. He does anything, but he does beautiful work.
ECI. And where's that based, Martin?
He's in Brampton.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that where you taught?
Yep.
Yeah.
At Cardinal Leger. And then I just found out when I was talking to Emilio, another one of my students, you've heard of Dr. Dent?
Sure. The Dent Doctor?
The Dent Doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah. that's Rob Solero. He's one of my students,
Okay, okay.
and I've got a
I run into the dent doctor at shows when we're vendors, and the dent doctor will
well,
also have a
yeah. When you
booth.
see Rob, say Martin says
Okay,
hi.
sure, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's a good one too.
So a whole bunch of I meet them all over the place. They say how much they enjoyed the classes, and
Yeah.
I get invited to certain things and
Oh, that's
events.
fun too. It's neat to share, to know years later they appreciate what they
Yeah,
learned from you. I'm sure it's gratifying.
yeah. I had a really good experience. I love teaching,
Yeah.
and it's interesting. I had um, one of my students, Lawrence Calaco. I can remember to this day because we had a dress policy at the school.
Dress code.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he had his shirt untucked.
Oh no.
And I said, Lawrence, I said, are you aware you're out of uniform? He says, I am, Mr. Wood. I said, yes, you are. I said, your shirt's untucked. He said, okay, Mr. Wood, I will tuck it in. So he tucked it in. And he said, you know, Mr. Wood, you also are out of uniform.
Uh-oh.
I said, I am. He said, yes, sir. If you're wearing a pant with belt loops, you should be wearing a belt. I thought that was absolutely.
So if you've got an auto shop class, there's a dress code in there too.
Yep.
Were the students wearing white shirts?
They put
They
coveralls on.
coveralls over them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. I see. Yeah.
The hardest part was convincing the girls in kilts to put a coveralls on.
So there were girls in the auto shop class,
Yeah,
were
I had
there?
quite a few girls.
What was the ratio about?
Actually, to start off with, I might have got one or two. Near the end of my career, I'd have 5 or 6 or more girls in the
Yeah,
class.
yeah. Well, because there are girls in the women in the trade now. Uh, I have a friend who's got CarStar
Yeah,
franchise in Oakville. He's been a past guest. Some people remember it. And the main painter at a shop, that's a woman.
yeah.
That's her career. She's a car painter.
And one of my students, she did, it's interesting. We had to share a school when our school was being renovated, and this one girl, gosh, I can see her face, but I can't put a name on it. Ursula Salawanchik. She took an engine out of a car in a compound in the middle of winter in the snow.
Wow. All right. Well, uh, that's a good synopsis of your working life. About what year do you retire? Did you retire? Do you remember?
2015.
So that's oh geez, that's 10 years back.
Yeah.
And since you kind of work on your own projects,
Well, I
we're,
knew,
we're sitting here in front of your
yeah,
shop, and you got a few of your own projects on the go.
I knew when I was working that I wanted to do old cars. That's what I want. When I retired, I thought, so I built the shop in 1994.
Okay.
And then I started collecting tools, and you can see I got a really nice selection of just
Yeah.
about every tool you can imagine,
You have a well outfitted shop.
except for a hoist.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's a good synopsis. Why don't we? It's going to be in a separate episode when we
Yeah.
do the walk around tour of your garage. Why don't I see if I can remember everything I saw inside the shop? You
Okay.
say a few words about the items.
Yeah.
Gives people a little teaser to watch our subsequent episode where we're going to
Yeah.
do a formal walkthrough. So I remember a 67 Morris Mini,
Yeah.
new word van, not
Yeah.
minivan. So a Morris Mini, but in van uh, body
Yeah.
style. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that without going into the detail you will when we're beside the van?
Well, that's a friend and I invested in 3 minis, a mini moke, a minivan, and a Cooper S clone, and decided that they were really good shape. So we decided we wanted to do something with them,
Yeah.
maybe make a bit of money. He's gonna pay me for the work I'm doing on it, and I get because I'm supplying the tools and all the
Sure.
equipment,
Sure.
and then if it ever gets sold, then I get a
So,
percentage.
so are the two of you your partners on the 3?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. I see.
He's the financial.
I see.
He's the money behind
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
and he wanted the Mini Cooper S himself.
Does he? Yeah.
Yeah,
And is that rolling now?
it's in the it needs wiring,
Okay.
so I got to wire that one up too. So we'll
Okay.
get that one done. And
So
then
visually presentable then.
oh, as nice as
Yeah.
as nice or nicer
Yeah.
than that
Wait
one.
till you see this one. That really is a pretty car.
Oh,
in
it's
there.
gorgeous
Yeah.
car.
Yeah. And then the next one over was the next one over the Datsun.
Yeah,
Yeah. The 74 Datsun 260Z. So as soon as Martin told me 260, I knew it was a 74 because the 260 was 1 year old.
yeah, yeah. So that one, it's interesting. I bought that in 1983 for $50,
Which
and
was a lot of money in 1983.
and when I got it, I was going to restore it, and I'd never done a restoration on an automobile before, so
Yeah.
I decided I'd make the floor pans, and I kind of made the floor pans.
So this
And
is going back 42 years. That's about when you were starting to teach.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was the year I started teaching. I
Yeah.
bought it.
Yeah. The numbers all make sense. You said
Yeah,
32 years. It's been 10 years since you retired. So yeah.
yeah. So I thought I could do it because I had done work before. Because I bought a Datsun 1200 that the shock towers had rotted out, and I rebuilt them and drove it for 5 years.
Hmm.
And so that was, I said, I knew I
And
could do some metal work.
of course, you did mention you were a mechanic in a Datsun dealership. So you
Yeah,
knew Datsuns a little bit too.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I bought all the parts back then, which is good because like it needed a fuel tank, and I bought a new fuel tank, and you can't buy them
You can't even
nowadays.
get it. Yeah.
You can get plastic replicas,
Yeah.
but you
Yeah.
can't buy a real steel fuel tank. So I've
Sure.
got all the parts, which is interesting. So that I'm going to turn into a brick rented lips Brock Racing Enterprises, the BRE Datsun
we're
240s.
gonna we're gonna flash one of those up on the
Yeah,
screen during the
I'm going to
video.
do a
Yeah.
tribute to that.
Yeah. That's neat.
So it'll have a complete racing interior. It'll
Uh
just
huh.
be a racing car for the road.
Uh huh. Okay. And then the next one over, I think, is the Spitfire.
Yeah,
Brown 74 as well.
yeah,
Spitfire 1500.
yeah.
So what series is that then? Is that series 2 for the Spitfire?
I think they called them the 1500s.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because there's the Mark II, the Mark III.
That's what I meant. The Mark.
Yeah,
Is
I
that
don't
Mark
think they
2?
called it a Mark.
No
And I
way.
just think they call it the Spitfire 1500
Okay. Okay.
because
Yeah.
the previous ones had the MG 1298 engine in them.
Okay. I'll go with it.
Yeah, and this one I bought it off a friend of mine. He just wanted to get rid of it. I got it cheap, and it's somebody's done something too because the engine's gorgeous condition. It's got headers on it. It's got a straight through exhaust. It's got
Oh,
twin
must sound
carbs
good.
on it.
Must sound good.
Yeah, it sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
It sat for I don't know 5 years, and I put some fuel in it. It just fired up right away. So
Nice. Okay. And then you do have a project where you're helping out a friend's daughter. It's
yeah,
a Volkswagen Jetta. Martin's doing a little bit of body and paint work on it, but we won't talk too
yeah,
much about it. And then not directly behind us, but in front of this car is a MG Midget.
yeah,
It's a 74 as well, isn't it?
yeah.
I know your favorite year.
I bought it at a garage sale for $2,500.
2,500 for that one, eh?
And
Well, that's 50 times more than what you paid for the Datsun.
yeah.
But you drive that Midget quite a
Or
bit.
anytime I get a chance to drive it to take it anywhere
Yeah.
for an event, I go.
It's good fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then we'll get into all the story behind it. But this 1952 MG TD was a gift from Martin's well-heeled son-in-law
Yeah.
and daughter, I suppose.
Yeah.
And how long you had this one?
3 years.
3
This
years.
is I think this is the third summer.
And what kind of use does it get?
Whenever I get a chance to take it out, I take it out, but I don't take it out as often as the
The Midget.
midget.
How did the two compare? 20 years different.
Oh, huge difference.
Yeah.
The midget handles like it's on rails.
Uh-huh.
This handles like it's going off the rails.
Is it?
Well, it doesn't have any sway bars in it,
Okay.
and I know that you can put an MGB sway bar in the front of this, so it's going to get an MGB sway bar.
You're thinking of doing that mod? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a common modification on them?
It is.
Yeah.
And they handle, once you do that, they handle way better because, I mean, they don't for when these cars came out, Americans loved them because they were used to their floating barges.
I was thinking floating barge, but I knew it wouldn't be that soft. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not soft,
Yeah.
but it leans a little bit, and it's it's got a separate seat squabs, but a bench seat kind of back.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to
Right.
hold on tight when you go around a corner.
Yeah. You got to have some friction on your shirt. Wear your rubber shirt
Yeah.
to stick to the seat. Okay. Well, as I say, I think that might do it for this episode. That's a good run through. As I say, stay tuned for future episodes where we're going to do a walkthrough of Martin's garage here. We're going to go through car by car and have a look at them. So for today, Martin, I just wanted to thank you for having us to your shop. It's a really neat thing you got going here. And the beauty of it is you don't really do work for hire. You just do your own stuff.
Yeah.
And it's the purity of the hobby on display
Yeah.
here, I think, too. And I saw that when I came here last year Martin gave me an opportunity to speak to the British Saloon Car Club of Canada. Actually, that was a two-way street because our business made a donation
Yep.
to the club.
Yeah.
But that was a great event, and
Do that again.
same kind of feel at that event as I felt getting a tour of your shop and your cars. It's the love of the game. It's
Oh, I
really
love
the
cars,
purity of the hobby.
and I got to be the luckiest man alive
Yeah,
because
to have a son-in-law like this.
to have a wife. I mean, how many wives would let you have 20 vehicles?
Yeah,
Because there's
20, eh?
all these here.
Yeah, yeah,
Because there's 2 trucks sitting over there. There's another car at the front of the driveway. I've got 3 in storage.
yeah. Just to be clear, we're kind of in it's fair to say we're in your backyard,
Yeah,
but we're probably 100 feet from the house, maybe 150,
300.
300 feet from the house, and your wife's probably in the house.
Yeah, but
And
she's
I
not
came
today.
here.
She's up
Oh,
visiting her
oh,
sister.
right, you said she's out of town. But if she were here, I would have come here to talk cars and hang around cars. She wouldn't have had to deal with me.
No.
Gets you out of the house for the day. What the heck?
Well,
There's lots of women who would love that
well,
from their husband.
my wife refers to the garage as the other woman in my life,
Oh, she's doing all right if that's the case.
and I just got rid of my BMW 1100.
Motorcycle.
Yeah, and she said okay because I already still had 3 motorcycles at that point. She says no more motorcycles. I said okay, and then I came home one day. I said, honey, I've got this really good deal on a Harley Davidson. She says, is it really? I said, it's beautiful. I said, it's great. She says, well, if it's a really good deal, yeah, go.
Good for her. Good for her.
She tells me no more cars, and then
I hope you understand her because it sounds like she understands you.
Oh, she doesn't. She loves me to death.
All right. As I say, Martin, thanks again for this episode. We're looking forward to getting into the shop and doing a little more. Right on. Oh, let's stand
A
as we
real
shake.
pleasure.
Eh?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you,
Martin.
David.
All right.